slated to make $15.5 million with a cap hit of 25.5 after his 5 straight 1,000-yard seasons. He held out of OTAs, held out of minicamp. Let's remember this, though. Dan Quinn has stayed in constant contact with Terry McLaurin throughout this offseason. It hasn't been contentious in that sense to where he's separate from the organization. Is there distance? Is there frustration here as well? Certainly. Did they make really any headway through the entire month of June? To my understanding, no, they really didn't. And they were pretty far apart in really making any sort of progress. Now, he has comparable numbers to some of the players that have been paid. Obviously, that's part of Terry's argument. Does he want to reset the market? No. We understand Jamar Chase at that $40 million, but what he's looking at, in my understanding, more importantly, is that there's 7 players making 30 or more. And you look at a guy who's a number 2 wide receiver in T. Higgins, that's making it about 28. Terry understands that he should be, and I agree with this, in those 30s numbers. Would other teams be interested in Terry McLaurin? Certainly they would. He checks every single box, even on top of the performance side, which he is outstanding at in terms of route running, tracking a football, the performance on the field, but the teammate, the locker room guy, the effort, really does every single thing, the toughness that you could ask for. But I think everything I listed, Washington understands that as well. And they look what they did this past year and going the NFC Championship game and the role that Terry McLaurin played in that and the role that he played in the development of Jaden Daniels. I think that shouldn't be overlooked because it's also they understand the role that Terry McLaurin plays in the development of Jaden Daniels, not just in year 1, but now in year 2 and year 3 and year 4 with the chemistry that's been built and the role that he has played in that. I don't think they want to move on from that in any stretch. I think that's a big part of this. And they just started getting going when I talked to people there about what they want to do offensively. And you don't just kind of move on from the key to that with Jaden Daniels. He turns 30 September 15th, always a number we bring up because teams bring it up. But he knows he's done everything right. This is really his last chance for a major payday. This is one that I also believe ends up happening and ends up getting done. I don't see him getting traded. Anything's possible, but I don't see that happening right now with the way things stand in Washington.